man. Hey, look, your boyfriend is not your husband. I repeat, your boyfriend is not your husband. The same thing for your girlfriend. Your girlfriend is not your wife. Look, check this out. When you plan on marrying somebody, you guys will be marrying for love. Now look, check this out. You don't know the type of provider your boyfriend is going to be. Now you think, oh, my boyfriend, he works hard, so I know he will provide for me. Your boyfriend is working hard for the things that he wants. Your boyfriend is working hard for his truck, for his side-by-side, for his hunting rifle. Those are the things he is working hard for. And look, check this out. Will your boyfriend stay in the ring when he's only working to pay the mortgage, when he's only working to pay your Tahoe note? Will he stay in the ring and fight when life is whooping him and he's working 7 days a week and the only thing he's doing at the end of the month is breaking even? Will he stay in the ring and fight? Will your girlfriend, who you think are so beautiful, will she be able to help the kids with their homework? Will she be willing to cook 6 days a week instead of you guys eating out and wasting money? Will she be able to deal with the children when they are throwing up? Look, I had a family member who had about 3 kids, but her phobia was throw up. She could not deal with throw up. That was the one thing she couldn't deal with, was throw up. Now, when you got kids will throw up. There's no way around it. See, these are the things nobody thinks about until they are in them. Until they are in them. Let's be real. If you have 4 and 5 kids, daycare or after school care will be tearing your behind up because it's very expensive. It's very expensive. You have to look at things like that. Like nothing is what it seems. I remember working with a guy. This is what he said. He said, I'm not doing no extra. This particular job I work, we had only 40 hours was mandatory, but it was 70 hours available for whoever wanted. This is what he told me. He said, nope. When it came down to the overtime list, I need to see how much they want for that lot. He ain't like I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna let you keep riding. He said, Gibson, 40. He said, my 40 hours pays rent and pays the car note. When I work Friday, that is for my gaming system. Because I remember he had worked a Saturday. He had worked Friday. He had worked 2 Saturdays in a row. He had worked Friday and Saturday. Then turned around and worked Friday and a Saturday again so he can go buy the PS5 with the Call of Duty game. He said, my Saturdays is for me to play the game. You know what he said? He said, I pay the mortgage, I pay the car note. And he said, and my wife, she paid the light bill, the phone bill, and the cable bill, and groceries. He said, anything after that, don't look at me because I'm not doing it. Now, when she was dating her boyfriend, oh man, this guy worked. He always work overtime, right? Because he's buying the things he wants to buy with his money. Nobody, I repeat, nobody wants to work overtime just to pay their light bill on time. Nobody wants to work overtime just so their wife can get their hair done the following week. You, look, it don't matter how many conversations you have with your future spouse, you're not going to get the answer to everything. You're not. You're not going to get the answer to everything. Men assume when a child is born that the women is going to take care of every need of the child while they just get up and go to work. And I agree. I'm guilty of that. When we had our first child, second child, third child, fourth child, I would tell my wife, figure it out. Figure it out. Just figure it out. I don't know. Figure it out. It's your job. Then when we had the 5th child, I would admit, this past 13 to 14 months, I've been really helping out more than what I normally do. And looking back, I was like, man, I was really putting all that burden on my wife. Because Men can tolerate more than a woman can. It's nothing for me to work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, working 2 jobs. That's nothing. That's cakewalk. Sit down, doing homework while I'm trying to cook dinner and change diapers day in, day out. Flip that. I don't want no part of it. That's what you have to understand. You have to be willing to put in the grind. So that's what you got to look at. That's what you have to look at. When people say they want to get married and stuff like that, and oh my cap, it's a lot of work. My wife just called me. She said, "Hey, how long you gonna be out?" Because I told her I ain't had none but a few properties. I said, "Well, I'm on the last property now. I got to cut this private airport." Yeah. I got to cut this private airport. She said, "Well, I'm about to take the kids to Waffle House if you wanted to come." I said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go home and eat my steak. I got three steaks in my refrigerator marinade." See, like I told y'all in another video, I don't spend my money on clothes. Like some people have things they want to spend money on. Some people are willing to work, and every time a pair of Jordans come out, they're going to buy them. I'm the type I like to eat well. I have 3 steaks marinating. I ate 1 for breakfast, fig steak. I ate 1 steak for breakfast. When I get home, what time it is? It is currently 11 o'clock. I'm going to be through with this in about 30 minutes. Let me ease up some more so this guy can get in. I'm going to be through with this in about 30 minutes. What are he doing? What is this guy doing? Hold on, y'all. Let me get my pistol. Let me grab my pistol. Y'all hold on. Let me get this doggone pistol. Hold up. All right. When I get home, I'm not going to eat nothing. More than likely for dinner at about 8 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock, I'm going to eat them last 2 steaks. That's the only thing I'm eating today is 3 steaks. 1 for breakfast and 2 for dinner. That's it. That's over. I ain't eating nothing else. Well, man, you shouldn't eat. Shut the flip up about what I shouldn't eat because I'm leaving here at 70. You can be here 80 years old on a cane with a doggone diaper, living in a home because nobody loved you. Look, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to leave. I'm going to enjoy my 70 years on this flipping earth. What was I talking about? Yeah, look, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, maybe not your future spouse. Ask your boyfriend, "Honey, when I have kids, do I have to work?" Well, yeah, you can stay home. And when he say you can stay home, he don't know what he's up against. He don't know he have to pay for everything. He got to pay the mortgage. He got to pay the light bill. He got to pay the water bill. He got to pay the phone bill. He got to pay the doctor bill. He got to keep groceries in the house. Anytime you want your nails done, your hair done, he got to pay for it. If you want a stick of gum, he got to pay for it. And it's going to feel like he's getting sucked dry. And he's going to feel like the only thing he's working for and living for is his family. The woman gonna feel the same way. She gonna feel like every morning I get up, I got to cook breakfast for the family. I got to do laundry for the family. I got to run behind the kids. I got to help with homework. I got to give you loving whenever you want it. And I got to take all the kids to the doctor's appointment. It's so stressful. Guess what? It's not gonna get easy if you tag team it. If you tag team it, well, I work like you. Yeah, but I did the laundry last week and you washed the dishes. Okay, and I changed the diapers and helped with homework. Yeah, but I did the grocery run. Look, raising a family is one of the hardest things you would do. Being married and raising a family is one of the hardest things you would do. Marriage is easy when it's just husband and wife. Marriage becomes hard when it's husband and wife and you throw a few little children up in there. It gets easier when your children are getting big and getting ready to get to flip out the house. That's when it gets easier. Then you look back and say, man, I had it made when I was single. That's the reality of it right there. That's the reality of it. The person that you marry, you got to look at all of that. You have to look at all of that. And once you look at all that, you have to understand your strong suits. My wife isn't good with math. She can do it, but I'm more better with math. So for these past 2 days, I've been on my daughter behind about a doggone math homework. I pulled her out of what you call it at? It's an after school. It's something she been doing after school with art. Like I told y'all, my daughter is real good with art. If you give her enough time, she can sit there and draw your doggone behind. She's real good with drawing. Drawing. She'll take a doggone toy and sit there and draw it, and it'll look good. So I know I have to invest into that. But since you want to fail the last 2 math tests, you have been pulled out of math until you get this math grade back up. So for the past 2 days, I've been on my daughter behind about math. Today she has a math quiz, and we will see, and we will go from there. So, and as my children get older, things are going to become more difficult. Write a subject on why the trees turn brown and flip that. I ain't never in my life used algebra, calculus. I have never in my life written paragraphs for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Not what is the subject in this paragraph? What is the verb? What is the pronoun? Flip the pronoun. Flip all of that. Flip the verb. Flip it. It don't matter. Christopher Columbus Short discovered America. So let me get this straight. So when Columbus Short got over here, he seen people here, but he discovered it. So the Pilgrims fried turkeys and lit a lighter and took the land from the Indians? Is that flip all of that? Man, flip that. Flip it. Well, Martin Luther King, listen. Martin Luther King loved the flipping party. Martin Luther King loved to cheat on his woman. Don't come telling me nothing about what Martin Luther King did. I don't want to hear it. Well, Malcolm X did. Both of them died in vain. Both of them died in vain. What did they leave their wife and children? Malcolm X didn't leave a flipping thing for his wife and daughter. Look, when I see Malcolm X and I see what he left behind, his wife and daughters, that reminds me of my wife and daughters. I can't leave my wife and daughters for nothing. The cause will not come before my family. Martin Luther King did not leave his wife and children anything besides a legacy. Go down there to the supermarket, fill your basket up. When you get to the counter, I want to pay with legacy. And don't you black folks get in my comments, because you are the same ones when Martin Luther King Day come around, stay home, fire the barbecue grill up, and get drunk. Don't tell me nothing about Martin Luther King. Don't tell me nothing about Malcolm X. We as a people are not raising our sons. Yeah. We as a people are not raising our sons. So don't come tell me nothing about Martin Luther King and Malcolm flipping X. Flip all that. I want to hear.